JSON is the most common structured output format for AI prompts, and once you can get it reliably, you can plug AI into almost any application. The reason it matters comes down to four things. JSON is machine readable, so your code can parse it directly without messy text wrangling. It's structured, which means you define a schema and get consistent results every time. It's typed, so each field has a clear data type, like a string, a number, a boolean, or an array. And it's nestable, so it can hold complex hierarchies of data inside a single object. In short, JSON turns a loose paragraph of AI text into clean, programmable data. That's what this lesson is all about, asking for JSON and getting back exactly the shape you need. Let's start with a basic JSON request. Here we ask the AI to extract contact information from a short message and return it as JSON. The text is just a casual introduction, someone named Sarah Chen, sharing her email, phone number, company, and job title. The key move is at the bottom of the prompt, where we spell out the return format. We list each field we want, name, email, phone, company, and title, and we say each one should be a string. Because we defined the shape up front, the model knows exactly what to give back, instead of guessing or writing a paragraph. That's the core pattern. Give the AI the text, then hand it the exact JSON structure you expect in return. Always provide the expected structure, and there are two good ways to do it. The first is with example values. You write out the JSON with realistic sample data, like a title set to a product name, a price of 99.99, in-stock set to true, and a tags array. The model copies that shape and fills in real values. The second way is with type annotations. Instead of example data, you label each field with its type. Title is a string, price is a number, in-stock is a boolean, and tags is an array of strings. Both approaches work. Example values are great when you want to show the model exactly what good output looks like, while type annotations are cleaner when the types matter most. Pick whichever makes your intent clearest. JSON really shines when your data has layers. Here we analyze a product review and ask for nested JSON. At the top level, we want the product type, an overall rating from 1 to 5, and a sentiment that's either positive, negative, or mixed. Then comes the nested part, an aspects array, where each item is its own object describing one feature, its sentiment, and a detail. So the laptop's fast performance, the OK battery, and the stiff keyboard each become their own entry inside that array. Finally, we ask for a recommendation as a boolean. This is the power of nesting. One prompt turns a casual review into a richly structured object your code can loop through, filter, and analyze, feature by feature. Sometimes you don't want a single object, you want a list of them. For that, ask for a JSON array. In this example, we generate 3 blog post ideas about remote work and ask the model to return them as a JSON array. Notice the outer square brackets, which signal a list, and inside, each idea follows the same object shape. A title, a hook that's one sentence, a target audience, and an estimated read time as a number of minutes. Because every item shares the same structure, you can loop over the array in your code and handle each idea the same way. Whenever you're asking the AI to generate several of the same kind of thing, reach for a JSON array of consistent objects. A few best practices will save you a lot of broken JSON. First, specify exact field names. Don't just say include the name, say use the field name, product name. Second, define your data types clearly. Price should be a number, not a string, and in stock should be a boolean, not the words yes or no. Third, handle missing values by telling the model to use null when something is unavailable, or to omit optional fields. And fourth, enforce valid JSON. Ask for only valid JSON with no markdown code blocks and require double quotes on all strings. These also prevent the most common pitfalls: code blocks wrapping the JSON, trailing commas, single quotes, missing fields, and wrong types. Spell out what you want, and the output stays clean and parsable. Here's the big takeaway. JSON output makes AI responses programmable and integrable into any application. You give the AI text, hand it a clear schema with named fields and types, and you get back structured data you can drop straight into your code, including nested objects and arrays when you need them. Now it's your turn to practice. Try writing a prompt that extracts event details into JSON, or design a schema for something like a restaurant menu item. You can do this right now on the lesson page at FreeAcademy.ai using the interactive prompt playground, where you'll get instant feedback, or just paste your prompt into an AI assistant like ChatGPT or Claude and see what comes back. Tweak the schema, run it again, and watch your output get cleaner every time.